when I was talking about Mitumba yesterday, I did not say we want to kill Mitumba business. No. We promote. There will be, perhaps when the production starts, there will be these other products coming out of the manufacturing, which these people will be able to take and actually sell, market in our country. Mitumba business is not a dead-end business. It is actually creating employment to so many of our people. We don't want to kill it. I'm the one who has been defending them. So other people are trying to now to create propaganda, or Raila said Mitumba is going to be dead. No.
With FSD, financial sector deepening, with also Timea, that is the trademark East Africa, with CEDA, this is the Swedish government, and a cash transfer program done in one of our counties, Busia, providing a grant loan to women. And I can tell you, because this is a true story, a woman that we were able to loan 2,000 shillings. She took 2,000 shillings 3 times. And I can tell you, within 4 months, she had pocketed 200,000.
When I was Prime Minister, I had what we call the Prime Minister's Roundtable with the business, which was meeting quarterly to review the situation. That's when I came across this word, toa kitu kidogo, TKK. They say they started toa kitu kidogo, TKK. Then they say toa kitu kikubwa, TKK. And then they have toa kila kitu, TKK. TKK. So we have said that we will deal squarely with this animal called corruption. We are here we are today. When we came first in 2002 and 3, we found a very sorry state of affairs, almost a bankrupt economy, which was totally dependent on the international financial institutions and donors. We moved in and brought in reforms in the sector. We dealt with the cancer of corruption, where and we found that, of course, there was a lot of extortion in the system. The boys of the day were what you call revenue officers and procurement officers. They're the ones who are buying apartment blocks in towns, the ones who are driving the latest models of cars, the ones who are building castles in the rural areas, the ones who are building high-rise buildings in village markets. So we did a lifestyle audit and sacked a number of them and employed new ones. Then the revenue collection went up and procurement also was probably streamlined. So we had enough sufficient money into the system to do what we wanted to do. In terms of development, 95% of our development projects were funded from internal revenue. Only 5% we were getting from donors. So from nearly 70% dependence on donor money to only 5% dependent on donor money. And I've been telling you, what I've been talking about is not rocket science. It is a reality that we can transform this economy if we rein in what we call corruption. When I was Prime Minister, I had what we call the Prime Minister's Roundtable with the business, which was meeting quarterly to review the situation. That's when I came across this word, toa kitu kidogo, TKK. They say they started toa kitu kidogo, TKK. Then they say toa kitu kikubwa, TKK. And then they have toa kila kitu, TKK. TKK. So we have said that we will deal squarely with this animal called corruption. And all over, it is not only in the law enforcement agencies. If you look at the criminal justice system, from the investigative agencies, the police, through the prosecutorial, the Director of Public Prosecutions, 10 to the judiciary. And that's why there's a big rot in the judiciary, where businessmen become so frustrated. I meet a businessman from the United States who was trying to set up a plant here in Kenya. He had bought a piece of land. Then, after that, somebody came in with another title, a fake title. He went to court to say, hii ni shamba yangu. Then the matter is adjourned. After 3 months, it comes again, it is adjourned. The other party has not showed up. It's given another 3 months to come. So this investor tells me, Mr. Odinga, I'm not going to come again. They have again pushed this thing to another 3 months. I'm coming from Los Angeles. Do these people know where LA is? See, this fellow had to fly all the way from Los Angeles to come here. It's about John, goes back there, comes here again, and then goes back. And yet the land does not belong to the fellow who is claiming to be the owner. See, that is our judiciary. The judiciary is carrying away investors in this country. So we deal with the judiciary. I'm not saying that as a government we will need, because there is a Chief Justice, we will have negotiation talk with them, even the Director of Public Prosecution. Because ultimately we live in one country, and we cannot watch when the other arm of government is basically affecting the workings of another sector of our society, and at the end of the day they expect to be paid salaries, when they are actually working to sabotage wealth creation in the country. So I'm trying to be honest about this issue, that we must have a working nation. You see, today somebody goes to this court, oh, this is not allowed. The law says this. This other court, the law says yes, this can be done. This other one here, no, it can. What is it? There must be only one law. There must only be one law. You see, because they have been paid under the table, they are making a ruling which is actually legal. And you cannot talk about it because, oh, judiciary is independent, you're interfering with the independent judiciary, and so on. No, we can comment on issues when we see that actually the law is being breached in our country. That's when we are going to create a proper responsive society. You are the captains of industry. You have a bigger responsibility to make sure that our country works. And I want to assure you that we will work with you people. We will promote investment past the SMEs. We will promote trade in our country, because that our people can be prosperous. We will create a very business-friendly environment in this country, that people can do clean business without fearing anything.